What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a quick video for my Haltech Platinum Pro Series plug-in. Anybody who has a Haltech, don't know how to get it installed or connected, I'm going to show you guys how to do it in this video. And I got my R32 GTR right here. I'm going to show you guys how to get connected and kind of the general software of what to look for, what it looks like, stuff like that. So yeah, let's get in the video. So this is my R32 GTR. I was having an issue with it starting, and I narrowed it down to the stupid, stubborn CAS sensors. So I got a replacement in right here, and I had to get into my Haltech ECU Platinum Pro to verify that my old one was not working and the new one, would work, and it was working. This is my old one here, trashy old RB. If you guys are RB people, you guys know these CAS sensors are horrible. All right, so I got mine down on my passenger side. There's a little plug-in piece right here, the connective cord. Basically, what you're going to want to do is connect that guy in. We can turn on our ignition. Don't crank it over, just do your ignition. And I got the software already installed on my computer. It should come with a flash drive, but I'm pretty sure online you guys can download it as well. It's just this ECU manager right here. So what we're going to want to do is plug this guy into our computer. We're going to want to open our ECU manager. The car is still on in the on position. You want to keep it like this. And we have our lights on so we know that it is working. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to want to hit File, Connect, and down here we can see that it is now downloading my ECU onto my computer, so I can basically just see everything. All right, and this is the screen that I had when it pops up. It might be a little bit different for you guys, but this is kind of what I had for mine. Down here in the right corner, this is kind of like our engine codes. If there's anything wrong with the car, it will say it here. And click on this and it'll give you like a little screen that'll say what it is. Basically, here is our main page here. We have a bunch of gauges we can choose from. It doesn't matter. You can look at your air-fuel ratio. I have my trigger count right here because I just replaced my CAS sensors. So when I crank it, now it's starting to read RPM, so I know that it's sparking, or at least reading to fire those plugs off. And I have TPS, I got map, I got ignition crank timing. You could look at your fuel base correction, ignition base, ignition advanced. I had just crank ignition advanced timing as well. And then over on our left side here, we're able to choose like our fuel. Here's our base map here. And if we can kind of drag this kind of graph and see what that looks like. I do need to get it tuned because this car was last tuned in Florida and I am in Minnesota. So it's quite the elevation change. Looks pretty decent right now, but here's the target AFR with the little table here. You're able to look through and kind of go through it. I'm not much of a tuner. I kind of just come in here and verify and just kind of look at things. I don't really touch a lot of things. The only thing I did touch is if you go into setup, main setup, if you need to retime your car, this is how you do it. So the RB20, 25, 26, your trigger type. If you want to get an aftermarket trigger kit, you have to go with the 24-in-1 with this ECU. I know with the Haltech ECU Elite Series, you're able to get a 12-tooth, whatever tooth, doesn't matter. But the Haltech Platinum Pro, we are limited to that. Our trigger angle is right here. It was already preset to 110 degrees, the stock one is, but if you need to retime your car, you're able to change that. You want to lock your timing though when you do that, lock it at 20 degrees. And also you want to disable your fuel injector so you don't flood the engine. That's how you time your car. You hit apply and then okay. But like I said, there's everything with this ECU. It's awesome. You can look at injector dead time, flow rate. I got 800 cc fuel injectors, firing rate. There's a lot of things that need to be changed in this car, like prime pulse time, ignition. I mean, like I said, you guys can look through all of this. If you guys are having issues, you guys can look at all of these things. And if you guys need to go on your main table and select a different kind of gauge, you go up to view, add gauge. If you want a 2D, 3D, bar graph dial, a light, list, number, target. I mean, there's all these different ones, but I always go with kind of a dial. It really doesn't matter which one you guys do, but you can click on this toolbar here, click on select channel. If I want to look at like my AFR, target AFR, click on that there, we can see here what it's looking like about at that 14.7. You can also get up a display here that'll actually read this as well. So if I wanted to pull that up, I can do that and put it right under here. But I don't need to do that. I'm actually going to delete this off. But yeah, that is basically the gist of the Haltech Platinum Pro Series plugin. Like I said, I'm not a tuner by any means. I just am showing you guys simply how to get connected to it and kind of the basics of this software. My Haltech ECU Platinum Pro plugin came with this quick start guide. I was able to read through it, look at some of the pinouts and some of the little information on what the software is and how to get connected to it and whatnot. These are all online, by the way, as well, but I have some pages that I will show you guys. So if you guys are having some issues, you'll be able to pause the video, take a screenshot, whatever you need to do. All right, so here is the ECU pinout. All of the grounds, all the power, all the sensors, fuel, injectors, whatever it may be, is all into this ECU. And here is where the pinout location is for the number wise. And then all the numbers down here. Like I said, if you guys need to pause the video, take a screenshot, go ahead and do so. All right, and that about wraps it up. If you guys have any questions on any of the Haltech stuff, let me know in the comments. Ask me some questions on it. I'll try to my best ability to answer it. I've been through this car just a little bit. Like I said, I'm not a tuner by any means. I'm kind of a basic, get to learn the car. So like I said, reach out if you guys have any questions. But yeah, that'll wrap it up. Thank you guys for watching the video, and I will see you guys in the next one.